At Saint Bread, there is a belief the act of feeding people is sacred.
So Saint Bread, it comes from the two words sandt, which means true bread or bread made by hand. It's a Danish phrase.
But while the team here certainly feels their work is important, they don't take things too seriously.
There's something about having a saint of pastries or bread, and there's something about having that ability. We had a stained glass built for us. So a lot of these things that we're able to do with the marketing and branding that were fun and a little bit irreverent.
Located on the Portage Bay waterfront near the University of Washington, Saint Bread sits on what was the site of a 100-year-old boatyard. Now it's a bustling all-day bakery cafe.
We want it to be accessible to everybody. We don't want somebody to come here and be like, well, I have to be in a mood, or I have to do this one thing, or you can come here and get a coffee and a cookie, right? And you can come here and get a full meal that has all the bells and whistles. So there's a little bit of that too.
Yasuaki Saito is the co-owner of Saint Bread. The son of a German Alsatian mother and Northern Japanese father, Yasuaki has worked in restaurants for more than 20 years. And his partners in the project are something of a dream team, each with a distinct culinary perspective. Bread baker Michael grew up in the Southeast U.S. Pastry chef Randy, an expert in Scandinavian pastry from Rhode Island. And Chef Brian, a Chinese-American from Seattle.
I wanted this to be something that was nostalgic, or at least drew on all of our experiences. So there's a lot of like us bringing our heritage, our history, and also having fun with that. And so you'll see things on the menu that maybe have some leg or foot in one of those worlds. I think that sometimes we I think miss the similarities between cultures and culinary traditions and that sort of thing. So for me, when somebody says, "Oh, I don't know what a cardamom roller is," well, it's just basically a cinnamon roll, right? It's got yeasted dough. It's got crispy edges. It's really delicious and rich on the inside. It's like there's things that you can have that will remind you of something, but can also be entirely new or something that you've never had before.
The menu is also designed with approachability in mind. That means you'll find Saint Bread spins on classic dishes, like the breakfast sandwich and smash burger, alongside an ever-changing array of fresh-baked treats.
We bake all of our own pastries and bread in-house, of course, the name like Saint Bread. So we have pastries that we bake fresh every morning, everything from laminated pastries in the French tradition to Scandinavian things. We have things that are a little bit more Japanese leaning. We have sandwiches that are really simply prepared. The whole thing is more about the experience, so like coming to the site and being here on the waterfront, being in a place that we feel is open and comforting and hopefully welcoming.
Yes, while food may be at the forefront, serving people, caring for the community is central at Saint Bread. A focus on hospitality that matters deeply to everyone involved.
I think some people's heart is in it, and mine is entirely in it. Like, I love caring for people. It really means a lot to me to be able to do that. And then also the people involved in it. Like, we all grown up in this industry. We all, I think, have some portion of that in us to say we want to feed, we want to give, we want to create a space for our community to feel welcome.
For Seattle Refined, I'm Brandon Bernstead.